Kronos' best showing? I mean, it came close.
I don't know. When it came down to it, you drew a lot of cards off of his ability.
Yeah.
So, like, that was cool.
Yeah. How many complete commander decks do you guys currently have? I have 7.
On me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on me, and then 2 at home. I left Daxus and Brawlin at home.
Yeah. Alex can't fit more than 12 in his backpack.
Yep. So, mainly, it's because I don't have 12 boxes.
Yeah, yeah. You want to do one more?
Yeah, I'd like to just take a quick break for a
Sure.
cigarette, and then I'm down to play another one.
Hell yeah.
You down to hang out for a while, Dirt?
That's fine.
Joe Dirt?
Different dirt.
Unless you're not a fan of that, in which case.
6 right now. Purchase and build another OTW from CK. Card Kingdom. Okay.
On the way from Card Kingdom.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Awesome.
He'll be here.
Well, feel free to let us know what your decks consist of, because, I mean, I know there's a brass. I know there's the... What else did he say? He said brass, and he said something that's not competitive.
Oh, yeah.
But I forgot what he said.
I'm going to hit the button. And I should probably mention that there will be a real ad in there, but it's fine.
Lazav.
In Zaxara. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sup, guys?
I mean,
We don't know what
haven't
Alex is
seen
going to play.
8.5 Tails in a long time. Has 8.5 Tails fought Kalia? You're kind of whitey.
It's true. A lot of my stuff is already white. Have we? I don't know if we've done that one. Let's have a look.
We could let Claude pick.
Currently, he has Laza, Brass, Maronar. That was fun.
Dope.
Quendi. Oh, as your commander. Interesting.
Cool.
Kalia. Love it. Aunt Laplani. Love it. Queen Marchesa.
Queen Marchese.
Who is she? I forget.
She's a 3/3 for 1, a black, a red, and a white. 3/3 haste death touch. When she enters, you become the monarch. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you are not the monarch, make a 1/1 haste death toucher.
Cool.
Yeah.
Beginning of your upkeep, become the monarch.
No, when she enters, you become
Okay.
the monarch. Beginning of your upkeep, if you are not the monarch, you get a 1/1 haste death toucher. Who's
That's
really good at attacking the monarch, and they don't want to block because she's a fucking haste death toucher.
That's good. Yeah, that seems way better than guy who lost the throne because he sucks.
Opponent becomes the monarch.
And you can't become the monarch this turn. Like, for fuck. Anyways. Terrible. Let me look at Kalia and see what it aligns to. There's 8.5 Tails.
So that's happened already?
I'm looking. Oh, fucking. I am continually torn between, is this more or less useful than nothing?
Than just trying to remember.
Yeah. Okay. Kalia has only 1 win under her belt, and it's against Chatterfang, which is bizarre.
Good for her.
All right. We've done Mrs. the Beef 3 times, apparently, so let's avoid
so
that.
not that.
And what do you got there? You got 8.5 Tails or...
This is Chandra?
Chandra.
Chandra and Zeroland are the ones that are out right now. Or not Zeroland, Zerda.
I was going to say, Zeroland's still around?
Zeroland is, yeah, he's dragons.
Yeah, let me try Zerda. We'll see how that goes.
My only, what I would describe as competitive deck. Because it runs infinite combos.
Yeah. A lot of politics. Man, I listened to the Command Zone.
Oh, that's cool.
And, like...
She is just a, like, super strong, like, card in those colors, because if you can be the monarch, she draws you a card at the end of each turn. And also, like, when one person attacks you and becomes the monarch, it provokes the third person or fourth person to not attack you because you're not the monarch.
Yeah. Let's do the Command Zone. And, like, we did, like, Magic 101. Are you ready? And then, or maybe Magic 102 for Commander mode. And then they released an episode, How to Play Commander. And it was funny because, like, they were talking the whole time. It's so cool because it's 4-player, and, like, normally you play normally only play 2-player, but I love Commander because you play 4-player instead. And then I'm like, man, I just did how many hours of 1v1 Commander do I have?
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's a very different game, and, like, some of the mechanics that have come out for Commander are, like, super strong, like Myriad.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome. Copy of the guy that's attacking for each other player it's not attacking.
Yeah.
Put that on a fucking Mole Drifter. Draw some cards, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So I put it into Explain Show with the commander one-on-one, which is fucking weird.
It is. It's really weird, but I mean, this is the way that I've just played Commander. It's a lot harder to find
Yeah.
three other people that want to play the game.
You are ahead of schedule. But I'll keep the rest of this. I pitch a Vandal Blast.
So we are currently playing his Kalia of the Vast versus my Zerta the Dawnwaker. I don't know if you've ever seen Zerta the Dawnwaker, Cloud, but
Who knows?
he is freaking awesome. It's like every single one of the companions is buildable.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame you can only have one companion. I feel like if you can somehow, like, meet the requirements. Not familiar with Zerta. Oh man, let me throw up Zerta. Zerta the Dawnwaker, that's one where you get a cheaper, right?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna pitch the Grim Monolith from my opening hand because it's Express. Plus a Wrath of God.
I wonder if I just hit Zerta. Maybe that'll work, who knows. Kali of the Fast. I love any cheaper.
So she's a 3/3 for 1 and 2 red-white guild mana. She has companion, but that doesn't matter as long as she's my commander. And abilities you activate that aren't mana abilities cost 2 less to activate. This effect can't reduce it to less than 1. And then 1 tap. Target creature can't block this turn. I wish it said 3 and tap.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We haven't done something like stupidly complicated in one.
No, we haven't done it in a long time. And one might argue that the battle dice is stupidly complicated with how often I forget my life total. But
I forget it more than you do. No, it's real simple. It's just subtract. But
yeah, right. So there are 2 cards in the deck. There's the Basalt Monolith and the Grim Monolith. Both of them tap for 3 colorless, and then untap for either 4 or 3. So they just produce me infinite colorless mana. Sorry, something stupid, overly complicated.
Okay.
3d20.
I only have 1. Or no, I have 2. But okay, the tens digit from your D100.
Yep.
Divided by your
d4.
D4. Plus your D20. Lowest first.
Cool. 20 divided by 4 is 5, plus 16 is 21.
40 divided by 3 is a little over 10. Plus 8 is upper 20s. Yeah, I think you're first.
Nice. Oh no. 20 gone forever. Oh, that could be an issue.
Well, I don't think you mulligan. Go for it.
No, I mean, I've got the lands. It's just no colors.
Friends all have stupid combo decks that take forever each turn once the game gets going. Yeah. What's your, like, counter deck that's like, okay, you win, so I just do this infinitely and you have to wait.
Oh, yeah, it's your turn. There's it might be modern or vintage legal. I forget what legality it is.
Fetity, tap it for a colorless.
But it is literally,
Sensei.
it
Go
is
ahead.
designed a stupidly long combo that is designed to kill yourself on turn 0. So that when your opponent is like, I do this stupidly long complicated thing that kills you at the end of this turn, you respond with a stupidly long thing that kills yourself, and they have to sit through it the whole time. Sword of the Animist.
Nice.
+1/+1, and whenever it attacks, I get a land. And a Rugged Prairie, which taps for a colorless, and I could pay a red or a white and float either 2 red, a red and a white, or 2 white. But no mana to throw into it. So it's your turn.
Oh, what perfect timing. Concealed Courtyard. After tap unless I control 2 or fewer other lands.
Nice!
Hell yeah. How cool is that? I will, bam, Mind Stone. And Siggo.
Wonderful. Buried Ruin. Taps for a colorless.
Wastes. God damn it.
Jalom Tom.
It's a good one.
2 colorless, tap it, draw a card, then discard a card.
Nice.
And it's your turn.
End of your turn. Top.
Yeah, we try to keep things a little more on the fun side. I mean, I tried to convince Adam to make an infinite mana deck just to combat my Zerta, because I had an infinite mana deck. But most of the other decks aren't very... Not, like, stupid strong. I think Niv Mizzet is probably the top of the list, and I don't play the Curiosity or the Ophidian Eye to go infinite.
One of each. Kalia. That's a cast. And then I'll say go.
Oh my god, I'm going to start doing stuff so soon. This turn, even. Needle Verge Pathway. That'll tap for some colors, but not before I solemn.
Nice. Oh, jeez.
Thassa's Oracle. That was lame.
Yeah. I'm told my Marwyn deck is boring, and it kind of is, because it's like more elves, swing with big-ass Marwyn. Look for Ezri to give everyone trample.
Yeah, or the
Crater Hoof, yep.
The hell's the name of that card? The one where you get to untap.
Umbra Mantle.
Umbra Mantle, yep.
Can't believe, like, someone had to be like, let's make the untap symbol. Wait a minute. This is a bad idea. But no.
Well, they thought it was a great idea because apparently they're all doing coke. And then, the set came out and they were just like, you know what, you're fired. So I play my Solemn Simulacrum and that's the end of my turn.
Sweet. Take the turn.
Oh god, here comes the Avacyn. No, it's not an Avacyn.
Right.
It's a Rune-Scarred demon to go look for my Avacyn.
It's a swamp, man. Don't worry. And white mana, land tax. I believe that custom art is called City Council Meeting. It's just a guy going, it's great. The only thing I don't like about a 3-color deck is the chaos that I can't avoid. Move to combat. Swing with my flyer. Because she's attacking, I drop, tapped and attacking, Gisela Blade of Gold Knight.
Oh god, that's somehow worse. It'll take 14.
I think so.
Yeah, that hurts.
Bam. And it's that source deals double. That source deals double to that player permanent. So I'm counting that as 4 commander.
Is in fact 4 commander.
And go ahead.
Mirren, the Moaning Well, also colorless.
Gisela right off the bat. Right?
Yeah.
I love this deck. Anything that lets me, like... the amount of times that I'm like, I can't afford. I have to lower my mana curve. Kalia lets me throw that away.
Akroma's Vengeance.
It's for all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. I tap draw card. Well, you know what this is. I draw this. I also one tap sack bind stone draw card. But let's say I do that first.
Sure.
And nobody else can be saved.
Solemn dies, I draw. And it's your turn.
I draw some mysterious card. Did I mark my cast of Kalia? I did. Okay. Draw some mysterious card. I denugget this hand. Smoldering Marsh enters tapped unless I control 2 or more basics. Throw that right there. Hell yeah. She would cost me 3/6. Short 1. That sucks. So what we can do though is say top.
Dude, that's like the worst. Whenever you just like are dying to see a creature with your commander.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I used to really like the you drop the Rune Scarred, you go look through your deck for a card that gets you an additional combat step. That's a good card. 1, 2, 3 for the Zerta. And then I'm just gonna pay 1 to crack my Myriad Landscape. And I'll get 2 red sources. White sources were the first one I came up with. Bless
Excuse
you.
me. Thank you.
Ooh, both unhinged.
Nice.
And then it's your turn.
And if it's your top. I don't even get to exercise my land tax. I draw some mysterious card. I also remember to take the turn this time. I play Scrubland, also known as My House.
What's his name? Dur, are you familiar with the Master of Cruelties in your Kaalia? Yeah, that's like the one card that I bought too many of. I think I opened one of them when I played Kamigawa, and it's in 8.5 tails, and it's got a bent corner.
3/6. Call you again. Leave a message. And also, I threw us on the break. Sorry. My beat threw us on the break. That was an accident.
Are we back?
We should be.
Perfect.
Wrong button. Sensei's top, but damn, it's so pricey. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a staple.
And you're good?
Yep.
Yeah, in like every deck ever.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the break. And we're back. Sort of Feast and Famine.
Nice.
2, 3 to a cast. 1 to equip. How much does Buried Ruin cost? 2. I'll tap 1 to crack my Buried Ruin to get an artifact from my graveyard back to my hand. It's gonna be the Jalum Dum.
Massive Cruelty is pretty strong. He's in this deck. He has to attack alone, but you can make him unblockable. Rogue's Passage is cheap, right?
But when Kaalia attacks, he comes into play tapped and attacking, so that if they
That's
don't
why he's in this
block
deck.
him,
Yeah.
they go to 1, and then your Kaalia deals 2 damage and they die.
Yeah.
I'm
But if you
gonna
don't run the Kaalia.
swing for 5.
5, you say? I'll take 5. Oh, and I discard a card and you...
Untap my lands.
Yeah, fine. I'll take the 5 and all that. Call that.
He's got pro black,
That's
so I
fine.
figured I was just getting in.
I'll discard this Inspiring Vantage.
Not very inspired, are you, Adam?
That's right.
And then the Jalum Dum.
Nice.
And it's your turn.
Thanks.
Yeah, because like the fact that it has to attack alone, but she drops it into play tapped and attacking.
Yeah.
Is like the same reason that Aurelia doesn't proc when you drop her off of the Kaalia.
Yeah. Mountain. Yeah, because you can't say Master of Cruelties, go with Kaalia. But Kaalia can yank him. Drop that Mountain. I will... Mountain. You give me one, white-black. Cool, and you just need anything. Have some black. The other Kaalia. Look at the top 6.
I'm going to respond to that.
The counter.
No, the Swords to Plowshare for your Kaalia.
Gotcha.
You can gain 2 health.
Gain 2.
Yeah.
Plowshares.
Swords to Plowshares, yep, is gain the health.
As opposed to Path to Exile. I know.
Which gets you the land.
Yeah, okay.
So you're still going to look.
Plowshares gets me land. Okay. You said many things. Okay.
So many things.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know, because like food is supposed to gain you life, and plowshares is how you grow food.
Yeah.
But path gets you land. Okay. Anyways,
Yes, Path to Exile gets you land.
and or dragon card from among them put to my hand. Put the rest on the bottom of my library in a random order. Let me tell you how great this feels. Not at all. 0% great.
Miserable.
Cool. Let's have a look at what we got there. Just take a look at what remains.
3, a dragon, a demon, and an angel.
Yeah.
So that's 3 cards.
I suppose. And I left myself 3 mana. And you go ahead.
End of your turn. I will activate my Jalum Dum. The draw card and then discard a card. It's an anchor.
Nice. I know, anchor in every red deck.
I don't have a mountain.
Oh, is it really and you control a mountain? I never realized.
And you control a mountain, yeah. Luckily, I'm apparently Yugi. I play a mountain for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn it. Shouldn't have played the mountain.
Should play the land tax.
Goblin Welder.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The, like, god. Well, that's the thing that I don't ever talk about, is Biddy's untalked about deck. I swing at you for 5 with a Zerta.
Pro black.
I don't touch my lands, but in response I will Jabal and Tome.
Discard the plains.
Yeah, I'll discard the Expedition map, and then it untaps my lands. And it's your turn.
I forget if I top, but I'm going to top again just to make sure.
Oh, I should have kept it.
Oh, right. That's why I did it this way.
That's the, like, I feel like I come over here and I talk about, like, Manchild's decks and Chris's decks, and, like, I've mentioned a couple of Biddy's decks, but the one that always eludes me is fucking Najeela, and how just absolutely batshit fucking nuts that card is.
Who's Najeela?
I'm gonna put it up.
Lawson? I think she's British? No. Draw some mysterious card.
3/2 human warrior for 2 and a red. Whenever a warrior attacks, you may have its controller create a 1/1 white warrior creature token that's tapped and attacking. For 1 of each color, untap all attacking creatures. They gain trample, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Activate only during combat.
You'll say the Morning Star. The hard way.
You don't say.
I do. Flying Vigilance. I'll swing for 3.
I take 3.
Alright. Did I get through like 12 minutes? Oh, I hit you with
Yeah,
just
for 14.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna crack my, or use my Goblin Welder to sack the Jalom Tom.
Yeah.
And get my Solemn Simulacrum. Yeah. That looks for a land. It's a mountain.
Untap all attacking creatures. They gain trample, lifelink, haste. After this phase is an additional combat phase. Activate only during combat. I'm sorry. Does that not say anything to the effect of you can't do this for as many times as you can afford it?
Right.
Jeez.
And every time at least her attacks,
Yeah.
he gets another 1/1 guy.
Nice.
On top of all the creatures in the deck are warriors.
Yeah.
And if they weren't, you could just play a Masquerade. Plus the conspiracy, plus the arcane adaptation, because it's all 5 colors. Really sorry about this one. Didn't realize I'd draw into it. It's a Grim Monolith.
That's fine.
So, Dirt, if you're paying attention, it's 2 to cast. Doesn't untap during my untap step. I can tap it for 3 colorless, and it costs 4 to untap it. So I tap 3. Zerta makes it cost 2 less to untap. So for 2 I untap it, and it just floats me infinite mana.
Cool. I top.
And then I Walking Ballista for Bezos Wealth mana.
I tap and draw a card. I have no mana.
Great.
To do this disengage. Yeah.
I hit you for fly into space damage.
See, remember when I was like, should I have infinite on... Oh, Jesus. Remember I was like, should I have infinite somewhere on here? And you're like, no, you have to pick a number. Yeah, but I'm not going to have, like...
Mashing 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, like, again, this is the only competitive deck that I have.
Yeah.
Because of this.
Yeah, you know what was among
and
those...
I talked the guy at the store down from like $280 to $200 for the Grim Monolith.
It was among those 6 cards I had to put at the bottom. My exile your thing, and you have pro green and black, but it's white.
Damn.
But I got, you know what I had in my hand that I think I had to discard at some point was Murder, which is black. So that's cool.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. God. I think I'm going to cut her, not because she's bad, but because anytime...
She doesn't work for you. I've not seen you pull more than 1 card out, and that's maybe.
Yeah. These combos like that. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
nice.
again, like, we had have had.
Yeah.
Again, I had a friend that came over and would play Zaxara, who taps for 2 mana of any one color, or 2 mana of any color. And then he would just put whatever that fucking enchantment is that you can pay a blue and untap enchanted creature. So he would float an infinite mana, and then Zaxara just runs a fuck ton of X costs anyways. So he would just beat you with a Villainous Wealth for infinite, and he would cast your entire deck at you.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm a little sick of losing to that, so I'm going to try to race him with Zerta and float infinite mana my own way.
Yeah.
Granted, I need to see more cards to do it, but that's why you have the cards in the deck that draw your entire deck into your hand.
I wouldn't even hit this thing. You want to redo that one more time and call that a night?